everybody, it's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos. It's Friday night and it's a late night for me to do a video, but I'm gonna make one anyway. Don't know how many views it'll get, but you know me, I gotta do my daily video. So let's start out, of course, talking about GVT. I know a lot of people view into my channel to hear what I gotta say about GVT. So daily on the GVT, you know, we've got well, not we, but GVT, Genesis Vision, has a big day coming up on October 30th. That's when their trading platform will be open, and that'll be a telling day. I did mention that there will be some profit taking, which we have seen. I know it's gone down into the 13s range here, but hey, that's fine, because a lot of investors in cryptos look at events that are going to be happening to, especially day traders in crypto or short-term traders. They look for things that will propel a crypto, and they'll invest in it for the short term and then hop back out. So, you know, you're going to have your people who did that with GVT, who are hopping out. You know, like I said, I said this in past videos, a few days before the actual, not the news, but when the release of the product from the news comes out is when the sell-off is, and that's what we're seeing. But the good news is GVT has more good news coming out next month, which you're going to see another pop of these short-term investors come in. So as long as GVT doesn't drop too much more, it's going to take another run up next month based on news of their Forex Summit. And then January, I think, is going to be the release of their app, January 1st, which is going to be another next month. It's month after month. They've got good news coming out for like the next 2 or 3 months. And then they've got their big marketing campaign that's going to be coming out in November as well. So I wouldn't panic if you see it go down into the 13s here from, you know, in the 16s. We expected that. We knew that was going to happen. We already talked about that. So we're cool. We're good with that, all right? So GVT, very few tokens. Doesn't take much to make it go up. Doesn't take much to make it go down. But I think there's gonna be more people coming in than going out for certain, especially when these brokers start bringing in their clients. So thumbs up. We're still cool with GVT. I had somebody ask me to talk about PundiX. So you know, I heard of PundiX. I've heard it, you know, here and there. People mention it, and it is a top 100 cryptocurrency. PundiX does some things that I like, and then there's a few things that I'm not sure about. So maybe you can comment below if you are a PundiX person and want to enlighten the rest of us. But what PundiX does, basically they want to make cryptocurrencies easy for the general public to use and purchase. And their main thing is this machine that they have that they want to have installed in stores where people can have a PundiX card and swipe it there to purchase goods, and also buy cryptocurrencies right there on that machine. PundiX is a very, very cheap token. It's under a penny. I mean, it's less than a penny. It's like a third of a penny. It's super cheap. There's also 100 billion of these tokens. So there's a crap load of tokens as well. But that pretty much explains the low price. Good things about PundiX are, I like that it is trying to get out there, and even if it doesn't help PundiX, hopefully it will help make people aware of cryptocurrencies by having these machines in stores. From what I hear, there's 5,000 of them that have been shipped out to different stores. 5,000 sounds like a lot, but when you put it in the scope of things, it's really not that many. In the whole world, supposedly, they've got 5,000 of these machines out. It's really not that many. I'll be honest with you. It sounds like a lot, but when you look at, just look at your city that you're in. There's probably 5,000 stores just in your well, maybe in your city and a couple of other cities next to it. And we're talking about the whole world. So I don't know how many. I don't know. They're trying, but this is their thing. You go into a store, you want to buy some milk and a Bitcoin, you can do it, and then the vendor at the store will make some money off of selling you the Bitcoin through PundiX. How PundiX will make money is something I don't know. Let me say this: the market that they're in is a crowded, competitive market. You've got Monaco, who has their own card. There's a few others that have their own card. I think there's at least three other. I think Request Network, and gosh, there's another one. Then you're going to have, even with Bitcoin, there's a card you can use. You're going to have the Lightning Network coming out. I think before long, we're probably going to see a partnership with Visa or MasterCard coming out. Don't quote me on that. I haven't heard, but I can only imagine that Visa and MasterCard is not going to want to miss out on the crypto market once they see it start to become more and more accepted. So if PundiX doesn't catch on real soon and take some market dominance, I think they're going to have a hard time. That's just my opinion, because there's, a lot of people don't go to the grocery store to buy cryptocurrency. They'll buy it right over their phone by going to Binance or whatever cryptocurrency their country accepts. I know it sounds convenient. Yeah, go to the store and get some Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever you want to get, but I don't know if that's something that most people, when they buy stocks or cryptocurrencies, they probably want to sit there for a minute on their phone or their computer, see what the volume looks like, see what the the sentiment is, how they're feeling that day. Is it up for the day? Is it down for the day? Even at that moment, before people buy any kind of investment, they're checking it right down to the last second before they hit that buy button, or the sell button. So I don't know. I think they're going to have a problem with people just going into stores to buy cryptocurrencies. Maybe in other countries it's different, and I can't speak for other countries because I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of experience on how people do things. Their cultures may be different in countries other than America as far as how they purchase things. But I think anyone who's going to be buying cryptocurrencies at least probably has a cell phone. And they're probably going to be looking at it before they buy it, and they might as well just buy it right on their cell phone. Why should they buy it through this PundiX machine? All right. Secondly, I don't like that there's so many tokens. Now, they do have something for money that's spent. They will burn PundiX tokens, and people who hold PundiX tokens, will get airdropped tokens as well. But I think their idea is good. I just think that there's too many people, big players, that are going to get in the game when cryptos finally take off, and then to flip it, they need cryptos to take off to be successful. So I think they're kind of in a bad spot that way, because they need cryptos to take off to be successful, yet when cryptos take off, the big players are going to get in and kind of squash what they do. The other thing, I'm not in a panic to buy PundiX because it's a third of a cent. So it goes to a cent. Big deal. I can still buy a crap load of it at a penny. Even if it goes up to 5 cents, I can still buy a crap load of it. It's not, if you're in it, you're gonna, double and triple and 5x and 100x your money. But to me, it's not like I better get into it before I can't afford it type of deal. You know what I mean? That's another thing that I really don't like about PundiX. PundiX is there's no, in sales, you got to have that eagerness to buy. You got to give people that incentive to buy, that excitement to buy. And because it's so cheap, I don't feel that excitement. I feel like I can get into it anytime. Even if it was $1 a token, I feel like I can still afford to buy, 1,000 of them. And, it's just, I don't know. So that's all I got to really say about PundiX right now. I think their idea is good, but I think that they're just going to be hurt by the competition when crypto takes off. And like I said, they need cryptos to take off to make money. All right. Let's talk about just the world economy real quick here. Again, we had the stock market down again pretty big, even though it was up yesterday. People who are invested in the stock market have been used to just, hey man, I'll just kick back, stock market's up, 30 days consecutively, I'm making money every day, hey, this is easy, yeah, let me leave my money in the stock market, let me put my little bit of my paycheck in the stock market, I'm making money every day, and maybe not every day, but every week, it's going up. Now, all of a sudden, within the last 2 weeks, you're not just sitting back making money, it's like down 800 points in a day. Now you're losing money. And then it's down, another 300 the next day. And now you're like, well, I already made so much. Let's just see what happens here. Then it goes up a couple hundred points, the next day, or up 100, and then down 300 again. So, people that aren't used to failing in the stock market, and even people that are seasoned investors, are going to start wondering and worrying a bit. This is going to take a toll on the stock market if it continues, in my opinion. People don't like to lose when they're so used to winning, and sometimes they don't know how to handle it. Some people double down and put in more money, betting, trying to recoup the small amount that they lost, even though they've already made so much over the market going up. Some people will be afraid and pull all their money out, and then you'll have some people that remove a little bit of their money, but can keep some in just to see what happens. But I think it's inevitable that we're going to see some of this money start to trickle into the stock market. I think in a video I said it's going to take about 7 days. So we're getting to about that 7-day point here today from when I mentioned that. So let's see if we start to see money start to go in. And why I said 7 days is because by the time you sell your stocks, you don't get your money immediately. You've got to wait for the stock to clear. That usually takes a day, the payment to clear. Then the cash gets into your account, takes a day. Then you want to have it sent into your checking account. That can take 2 or 3 days, depending on your broker. Then you got the weekends where, they don't do any money transactions on weekends because it's bank holidays or bank weekends. They don't transact money. And then you're probably going to have people that are going to sit there and just kind of wait. So they probably didn't sell the first day. It went down to $800. It's probably going to take more than 7 days. It's probably going to take closer to 2 or 3 weeks. But the more that this market starts to jump around, the more that we're going to see money start to come into cryptos. Like I said, we're not going to see all of it come into cryptos because some of it will just be kept on the sideline as people sit and wait to see what's going to happen. They'll just have it in cash. Some people may invest a little bit in gold and silver, and some people are going to come into crypto. So now if we do see some really good news come out on cryptos, like an ETF approval, this back thing I think is going to be big. That's December 12th or November 12th. Leave that in the comments if you know. Guys, I'm running out of time here. We're on 14 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm only allowed 15-minute videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you do that, then YouTube will let me make longer videos, and I'll make better quality videos for you instead of just doing them in my car here. So kiss your wife, hug your kids, pet your dog and cat. Peace out. Love you guys. Have a good night.